Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome to Stream of Card Consciousness. It has been a while since we've been on, but do a little holiday show for you today in between Christmas and New Year's. As always, I'm joined by my friend, my brother up at the Panhandle, Greg Smith. How you doing today, Greg?
I'm great, Mark. I'm great. I'm excited about this. Had a good Christmas and like you said, it's been a while, but I think that we've got some cool things to talk about today. How was your Christmas?
Oh, good, really good. A little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
of Christmas sickness in the air, but that's always traditional around the holidays. People travel and whatnot. It was a good time, a good Christmas. A lot of really cool gifts, and get to hang out with my family. My daughters are all here, so it's been really
nice.
great.
That is great. Our daughter's still down in Orlando. She didn't come up. She got bronchitis, like
Yeah,
you said, with the
Christmas
sickness.
sickness, right? That's just
Yeah.
the way it goes.
Well, and she just decided not to come up and subject everybody, even
Well,
though we were in St. Augustine and probably we were sick too. So, but yeah, it was nice. And I read your post where you said you texted me said you were a little more into it this year. I kind of felt that way too,
mhm.
actually, just a little more of the spirit and
Yeah,
uh, broke out my leg lamp here that you can see.
Silent
So
Christmas Story, the best Christmas movie ever.
I think it is too. I watched it this year though, and I think I'm kind of Christmas storied out maybe for a few years. But I know you're old enough, but I don't know if you saw it in the theater, but I saw that movie in the theater.
Yeah, I think I saw it like in the theaters with 83, something like that.
83. You
Yeah,
nailed
83. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, it's my favorite. You're gonna shoot your eye out.
it. Yeah, it was great, man. It was great, and I
Yeah.
remember going to see it and just I wanted to go see it again because it was so good. And then little did I know, 20 years later they'd be showing it 24 hours straight.
Yeah.
I was angling to get back to the movie theater.
I felt the same way with the Christmas movies this year. I just wasn't really, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just some of them seem kind of like for four Christmases, I usually laugh my ass off. And this year I was kind of like, eh. But my
yeah.
Christmas spirit was high. I just, some of the movies and that, it didn't resonate with me like they had in the
Right.
past.
Well, yeah, we watched Die Hard yesterday, and my wife had never seen it, so that was nice for her. She loved it actually. So we're gonna watch part two probably later today at the
Yeah,
airport.
we're gonna do the Die Hard, man. We watched the first one. We'll probably fire up Die Hard 2 tonight.
Die Hard 2 is good, man.
Yeah.
It's one of those sequels that actually I think might be a little better than the original, really.
We
So
even did Lethal Weapon too. So
nice,
yeah.
nice, nice. Well, you've got some unmasking and unboxing to do here, so let's
Yeah,
see what you.
definitely. There's some little difference. We've been away for a while, so it just happened to show up in the mail today, where I got a package, and this will give people kind of an idea, if they get cards from people, what to expect. Maybe Greg and myself would, do a little bit better. But so anyway, so package came, and so we're gonna bust it up. We're not gonna name any names or anything, but we're just gonna give people kind of an idea of what to look for. So here we go. We are in bubble wrap around cardboard. So I struggle with more tape than bubble wrap. I tend to get frustrated with, but that's not a bad thing. So that's pretty conscientious. Some people's hands work better than mine, but I had scissors today. So and yeah, so there we go. We
All right.
in the clamshell. So these were not cheap cards, but I could tell you that nothing in here will probably be penny sleeve. So we have clamshell, cardboard, and that's what we got. A lot of tape. So I'm just gonna cut the tape, and we'll see what we got here.
At least it's not Scotch tape, Mark.
Nah, it's just not really like that's how much.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So when you get a package from me, it's right. I,
yeah,
I I would love somebody to unbox some of our stuff on the air sometime. It's an
right.
invitation. Okay, so we got that. Okay, and still working on. So my frustration is probably gonna have to get one of my kids to open. Well, she has to open up my clamshell case because I struggle with the clamshell. So, and then, people could make a comment maybe if they feel these should be penny sleeves. Whenever I do a sale, whether they're quarter cards, dollar cards, big time cards, and I know you do the same, every card is in a penny sleeve.
Yeah,
So I know that for ease of shipping, the clamshell, well, this amount of cards, which I'm going to show you, that would fit between go in a couple team bags, go between cardboard or the plastic. I actually have some of those now where specifically made for shipping cards. So for me, I don't like the clamshell case. It's just a matter of ease and convenience, but whatever. So no penny sleeves. And basically nothing. I mean, Keon Coleman, Thurman Thomas, rookie. You get the theme here. James Cook, Dalton Kincaid. So we're hitting all the Buffalo Bills boxes. Another James Cook.
Okay.
So 50 cents to $1 cards. So I can understand that penny sleeving them. Larry Walker, rookie. That Oral Hershiser rookie. You might want to
Right.
penny sleeve that. That's Nolan Ryan reprint. 80 Yaz. Yeah, let's see. We got Ryan, Jerome Bettis rookie. Jack. Now here we go. Here's an Andre Reed rookie.
Yeah.
We got
Probably
A Pat LaFontaine Peachy rookie card. So that definitely,
should have a sleeve.
you'd want some protection on that. Just saying. Personally, for me, priceless. Fonz, Happy Days. So that's awesome.
Nice. Fonz was the man.
Right.
I love
Another
Fonz.
right
Oh man.
Fonz sticker. So probably these are my two favorite cards that I got, are the Fonzie cards. I was lucky to get them because this particular style is always a mayhem, and
Yeah.
the big boys come out and go crazy and
Now, what was it? What did that card say? Don't be a fool. Stay cool.
stay cool. And a
Nice.
couple of Frank Thomas rookies.
Heck yeah.
I like the Bowman one. You don't really see that out as much. So that's that. Bills, an auto. I have no idea. Dual signature San Diego. I've eliminated my nonsensical autos, but I'm not sure who those people are. Casey Kelly and
Does it
Donovan
say?
Tate. So, but I like the card, and I'll
Yeah.
put that in my room because it looks kind of cool. So I don't know who them guys are, but uh, Edgar Martinez rookies.
Right on.
Got three of them. Okay, this one I kind of screwed myself on. I thought this was the actual Frank Thomas Leaf rookie card.
Oh no.
It's not.
Oh yeah, with the little reprint badge
I
on
was
it.
I was totally stoked on that. They got the Frank Thomas Leaf rookie for $1. So apparently not. Hank Aaron, I got an Araz, the rookie card.
Okay. Is that the
Um,
holiday one?
yeah, so I was looking
Nice.
for it. A couple, but I got a nice Allen Ginner Aaron. I got this cool tops shiny Aaron.
Okay.
Um, I don't know why I got a Tom Barrasso rookie card, being from Buffalo.
Right.
I got a nice Vladimir Guerrero Jr. rookie card.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
So again, these were not like completely cheapo cards. And then I guess what the big ones would be as I got the Bobby Orr.
Oh yeah.
That was nice. I backtracked on that.
Bobby Orr played for the Blackhawks?
Yeah, his last year he played for Chicago. One of my personal favorite cards, Wendell Clark rookie card. That's my favorite hockey player of all time, Wendell Clark, him and Matthew Barnaby. So
Okay.
I got the Wendell Clark rookie card. So that'll be in a PC. And then for $5, of course, I'm going to get the Aaron 75
Right.
Aaron. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm assuming it's probably creased up and terrible. And surprisingly, it's not. So
Nice.
it's a pretty nice
Good for
card.
you.
Little surface issue, little dingy corner, but for $5. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
so that was
That's a
it
no-brainer.
from
Do you
that.
now? Do
So,
you like that one better than his little All-Star card in that same set? You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's the actual card with the Brewers, and
Yeah, I
yeah.
have a
So that's
couple of it. So for $5, I'm gonna grab
right.
that.
Absolutely.
So that was the big unboxing. So overall, based on past experience, I'm not too upset with that. That was pretty
Nice.
good. That did
Yeah,
good.
and I bought some cards in that same sale. Some, we're gonna keep that on the down low. Who it was,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
a lot of the same stuff. But my three biggest out of that sale, and they actually were in sleeves, which is nice. So I got these two for you, and I don't know who these dudes are, but you got a couple Buffalo Bills.
Oh, Dave Berman, yeah, he was a center and
Yeah,
64. Those are cool.
66.
Yeah, Ray Carlton was a fullback. Yeah, good running
Okay.
back. Hmm.
So I'm starting a little pile for you, man. You send me stuff all the time. I need to start getting on board. And then I got this one for you also.
Oh, Jim, there,
Yeah.
87
So
tops rookie.
you probably got that in spades, but I'll
I
send it
got a
along
couple,
anyway.
but that looks centered up and nice. That's a hard card to find and in good shape.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like it's in pretty decent
Oh
shape.
yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that one. And then I got these for $3. Well, this one, these two were $3 each. So I got an Adrian
AD
Dantley.
rookie, Adrian
Yeah, yeah.
Dantley.
And then this was $3. And I'm gonna put my glasses on because I can't really see up close without them. But so I got this one here, which
All right, the
I
Pinellas.
think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame here in a couple years. But yeah, so that's surprisingly in really good shape for that card. So
One of his
$3, man.
four, one of his four rookie cards.
Right. This is the actual rookie though.
Yeah.
So I'll take that. So I got those, and then I got this one here, which I think is cool, just because obviously I wasn't around when he played, but that's an Alex Karras rookie
Oh yeah,
card, and
58.
it's
Yeah,
he's on Webster, which I thought was pretty neat.
Webby. Yeah, that was a good show.
One of those shows or one of those cases where the person might have been more famous after he quit playing football than he was while he was playing. He was
Yeah.
pretty good, but
Yeah, he got suspended for
goes to
gambling
Hollywood.
with Paul Horning. He was part of that deal with Paul Horning when they got
Oh, he
suspended.
was part of that whole deal? I didn't
Yeah,
know that. Oh,
yeah,
wow. There was a lot of people gambling on sports back then. Mays and Mantle got busted too.
sure.
So, but I've got some to, I'm in my card room, so this is chaos,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I've got some to unbox too.
Okay, here we
And
go.
this here's starting with this stuff, shred
Oh,
as protection. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to throw this in the trash bag I've got here for the shred. So I'm going to do that real quick.
at least it wasn't peanuts, right?
Right. Well, this is worse than peanuts.
Yeah.
I think, but it's not as bad as that styrofoam. I don't remember buying that card, so I don't know about that. Oh no. Yeah, this is a huge mess. Okay, so I've got most of the stuff out of there. I've got the box turned around. I don't really want to out anybody, but I'm going to need to get my little vacuum.
Sure.
All right, so let's see. A bunch of new cards. Maybe he used them, hopefully, as like, buffers.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, okay. So I mean, I've got like
That's what I do. Put
yeah,
some of your stuff on the outside.
a couple of old Dan Fouts,
All right.
and I just love this card. I got a couple of this old this Marino record breaker from '85. That's the second year. This one's cool. Joe Montana Marino passing leaders. Marcus Allen rookie sticker. So that's pretty neat. Let's see. Oh, tell me the story on this one, man. What is that?
Oh, that's Super Pro from Pro Set. Yeah, that was
Okay.
they're trying to hit with the comics. That was at the same time like when the Marvel cards were starting to come out. So
Right.
that was like their insert and
Was it hard to
also
find?
Santa Claus. It's but not super hard, but it's not the bazillion run that the other ones did. On a level with Santa. Or maybe
Okay.
Payne
Okay.
Stewart. I
That's
think Payne
cool.
Stewart was in there too, that Payne Stewart card. So, probably
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
one a box, maybe something like that.
That's Payne Stewart's rookie, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it was one and
Yeah,
only.
yeah. I've got a couple of those somewhere. That's crazy what happened to him, man.
Yeah, it
Good
was.
Lord. Yeah. So anyway, so I mean, I've just got like random stuff, some football cards, more Fouts. Always thought this card was kind of cool. Got a couple of these, the passing leaders with Montana, his second year. So that's a pretty cool card. Oh man. Got four of these.
Oh, Mark, is that Duper?
Yeah, Duper,
Yeah, Mark
rookie
Duper.
cards. And then just Russ Grimm, some random 84 cards. So I don't even remember buying these. Just it's been so long. Shipping was really slow this holiday season.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff out there that's
Do you?
showed up yet. Yeah.
Let's see. I'll do one more. I've got like 6 packs. I'll just do one more. And then we can go on to what else you wanted to talk about today. We can get into that.
Yeah.
Doug Flutie, rookie. So
No, for
that
sure. Yeah,
the NFL, how's he viewed in Buffalo land? Is he pretty
now, yeah, at the time it's very polarizing, but now people look back at it and appreciate how good he was. The problem was that Rob Johnson, they signed Johnson for at the time like a 5-year, $25 million contract, and then they brought Flutie down from Canada, and Flutie was the better player. And
right?
when Flutie got on the field, the Bills were going to leave. They were done. They're out of town. I mean,
They were
that's
going to Toronto, weren't
they
they?
were they were moving. Well, they were going somewhere. It wasn't going to be in Buffalo, and the team was. I remember like it was yesterday. We were like 0-4, and we were playing the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Flutie got the start because Johnson was hurt or something, and Flutie, did what Flutie does, and like fourth down and goal at the end of the game, he runs one in, and we end up ripping off like
Right,
7 or 8 wins. We win, make the wild card, go 10-6. And the team was juiced. They go 11-5 the next year. So it really got the enthusiasm, the energy going again. And so yeah,
was
he's
that night?
pretty
Was that
fun.
99?
Yeah, 99, 2000. Yeah. So yeah, he's
Yeah, I
definitely
remember that.
fondly.
I remember
And
y'all had Trace Armstrong at one point, right?
no,
No, we did, and we sacked him.
yeah, Armstrong. Yeah, you guys had him. But yeah, Flutie's looked at
Yeah,
pretty solidly. You'll see some Flutie jerseys and stuff. So yeah, I mean at the time it was a bit polarizing, but now when you look back at it, I mean Johnson was a stiff, so people look at it a little
that's
better.
cool.
And the fact that we had
He's a guy that always wore the headband, isn't he?
that was Johnson, yeah, you know the bandana, and then
Yeah,
it was
I
total
remember him.
crap again, and then Bledsoe came. It was a similar type of thing when Bledsoe came. The team was struggling, and they talk about moving again, and then Bledsoe re-energized the team, and then it was a long dry spell until Josh Allen.
Right.
So
Well, yeah, you guys are good now. I think y'all are gonna. I made the prediction earlier in the
yeah,
season. I think y'all are gonna go to the Super Bowl, and but I don't know, man. Y'all's defense, y'all better start
uh,
stopping some
defense
people.
sucked.
Ooh,
The only thing about
yeah. So
Buffalo
you're gonna.
is, I mean, I'd picked them like Buffalo, Miami in a championship game. Sadly, I picked Miami. I don't know what I was thinking, but with Buffalo, though, the thing that is heartening about them is that they could play their worst football in the world and lose by like a field goal. And if they play their best, nobody can beat them. If they don't make turnovers and penalties, they don't lose. They're not going to lose. So if they play
Right.
perfect football, it doesn't matter who they're playing. It doesn't matter what the defense does. They're gonna win. So that's the only reason for hope I have is that if they don't turn the ball over, they'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it kind of sucks. It looks like y'all are gonna have to go through Kansas City if it comes to that
Yeah.
again, which sucks.
I
But
don't know if KC will get out of the first round. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
well, I'm starting to wonder though, man, because the and I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm wondering if there is some preordained thing with
It does seem that way with the referees.
with how the NFL wants this to go sometimes. And
Yeah.
I would have been the first person to tell you that there's no way in the world that could ever happen, but I mean, just some weird stuff
Yeah.
happens, man.
Mahomes is the worst quarterback in the world until third and fourth down. Then he looks like freaking, world beater. So
Yeah,
that's because of
yeah,
all these penalty calls on third down, fourth down. It's third and
right.
18, and they get a freaking illegal contact. Or come on, man, really?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Happens a lot. Maybe a little bit too much, but
yeah.
so
But their
this is the
defense
last.
is good.
That's a cool card. It's a
Oh
rookie
yeah,
sticker. So
that's
I don't
cool.
know. I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So, but you had something else you wanted to talk about today. So let's get into
Yeah,
that.
just I mean, we've had when busy things going on and this and that, but just kind of like the lack of fun with some of the sales lately and things that have happened. You could talk about that one deal at the auction, but like on my case, I've been venturing off. Usually we're in the vintage fire sales, and I like to get the modern autographs and the Buffalo Bills and the inserts. So I'm not going to find that on that page. I'm very comfortable on the fire sales page because I know those people, and most of the people that watch our show are members of that page, but I'm not going to get the deals that I get. So I go on this other one, buy, sell, and trade quite a bit. And I've had good luck there. I get some good stuff there. Get a lot of autographs, a lot of Buffalo Bills stuff. But about I don't know, like a month ago, I claimed this lot of Star Wars cards. There were like four modern chrome autos. Nobody big. It was like Dio and some other minor characters. And there's four of them. It was like $10. I was really stoked. And then I added like a Josh Allen card too out the back door because yeah, I'm not just gonna spend $10. I got to pay $6 to ship. So I pay the guy, and that's the end of that. Never heard from again. So very
Really?
disappointing. Yeah. So I didn't get the cards, and the guy disappeared. And props to them. They banned the guy and all that stuff. But it just really kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. And then I had another deal where similar type of thing where I really had to like get look, I'm not going to bother you over and over and over again. If I got to send you like three, four messages that are you going to send my cards if you get my money, blah, blah, blah. Um, you know,
Right.
and the thing is yeah, I do friend, look, if it's like under $20, I'm going to eat it. I mean, the whole thing with the goods and the services, these guys counting every penny. And, so I mean, like on the Star Wars cards, I lost like $26, big deal. But that guy got banished. So it just hasn't always been so much fun lately. It just seems to be, and I see a lot of the bitching back and forth about different sellers and things like that. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's cardboard. It's supposed to be fun. I think if you're buying things on Facebook and like Marketplace and stuff like that, like your expectations should be a little lower, and especially too, you don't have the cards in your hand. Well, look, I can be all uptight about these not being in penny sleeves and all that, but I also know the guy sold like, 5,000 freaking cards in the sale and, expect somebody to sit there and penny sleeve 5,000 cards that are 50 cents or a dollar is ridiculous. So yes, from my personal standpoint, maybe I bought 50 cards, but multiply that times, 1,000 and
Yeah.
yeah, that's where your expectations. So I just think that expectations are sometimes on the buyer's aspect are a little off. But then too, like the seller, the guy just ghosted me, you know,
Right. Yeah.
24
Well, that
bucks, whatever.
yeah, that doesn't normally happen, and that's just an extreme case where it sounds like he was just looking for a money grab.
Yeah.
But as long as the cards are packaged okay, like this particular seller doesn't sleeve. I mean,
Hmm.
I bought this from him,
Yeah, right on.
and he didn't sleeve any of them. So I'm okay with that because he does package them reasonably well. And the price point's good. So, and like you said, you're okay with that too. But it's when you spend the money. I mean, he sleeved up the ones that
Right
I
on.
would have wanted him to sleeve up.
Yeah.
So um with the Star Wars guy though, man, that really that's not normal for
No.
someone to just not just not send and take your money. That sucks, man. And I'm sorry, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, it's happened a
Um,
few times, but that was the most recent where I got ghosted and, it wasn't big dollars. If it was big dollars, I'm gonna, do the goods and services and all that stuff and
right.
get out my calculator and figure out the 3.8% that I got to cover because that's what they
Yeah.
want. That whole dance.
The thing that gets me though, and we wanted to talk about this a little bit, and I won't name names, but I've seen, especially as it does seem like the vintage market has gone down a little. It's not nearly what the modern market has dropped, but the some of the auction bids aren't as strong as they have been. And when you're a seller and you auction something and you're not getting what you want, then you just kind of forget about it. I've seen a couple people delete auctions, which we've banned a few people from on our page. And there was an example of a guy auctioning a Mattingly, a Donruss Mattingly, a PSA 8 or 9 maybe, and he obviously wasn't getting what he wanted. Let the 24-hour timer go by twice, and then claimed he was out looking for a cat. So he forgot about the auction because he's looking for a cat, which could very well be possible. But then don't tag people.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't say that you're not paying attention to the auction when you're making posts like, "Hey, this is really cheap. Get your bids in." But then, oh, I forgot about the auction. I mean, come on. And
Well,
then
like you and I
yeah,
both know that, like, look, if I auction a card, I know damn well what time I started it. And I've had it happen. Because I don't do that a lot, but I think a couple times, and it's like, oh man, the auction ended it. I might not be on the button at 24 hours and say, hey, Greg Smith, won the freaking auction.
right,
But, I'll at least, like, if something were to come in after 24 hours, I'd be like, no, man, this guy won because that was at 24 hours, and that's what that guy should have done.
right,
Said, hey, whether you're looking for a cat or not, you know how to count.
right.
Right?
Well, and that's good example of that is say you get a bid at 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
and you're sleeping and the auction ends 3 in the morning the next day.
Right.
You wake up and you see, oh, okay, it ended. So then you go back and you do the math. You can use timestamps. And then this guy's called out on it on a different page. And he's trying to defend himself. And the whole time I'm waiting for him to say, okay, well, I've honored the auction.
Right.
And all he was saying was, this isn't me, and this is, you're ruining my reputation over this. And I'm okay. Well, then honor the auction.
Right.
I mean, come on. So I don't know. It just, you got to be careful when you're buying and selling on Facebook. Even it's as the groups have gotten bigger, you need to be a little more vigilant
Right.
protecting yourself too.
You, I've got jabbed a couple times where, like,
Yeah.
within the last time, I'm like, WTF is this, right? Where's this guy
Right.
from? And I haven't won. I'm not gonna make a big deal, The guy
Yeah.
wins, it's a minute over, or whatever. That's just me. It's not huge dollar stuff or things I can't live without. But I've had a few sellers where I've been the winner, and I know I won. I told you I won, and it's whatever, let it go.
Yeah.
But when you're talking like
Yeah.
$125 and Mattingly card that's pretty iconic. Yeah, it's there's never any excuse for it. So that you saw he's pushed back on it again. Everybody that knows me knows I'm not. It's cardboard. I'm not going to freak out too hard.
Right.
But yeah, you definitely.
Well, yeah, you don't take this nearly as seriously as a lot of people do, which is refreshing.
Yeah,
And just do right. There's a risk when you auction cards, and there's a risk that you're not going to get what you want, but
yeah,
there's also a risk you might get 3 times what you want. So you kind of got to take the good with the bad. And I think people generally, as a rule, are only willing to take the good and don't really ever want to deal with the bad, and are looking for ways out. And that's what bothers me. And that's what this guy seemed like he was doing. He was looking for a way out.
yeah.
It sold for half of what it probably should have, which
Yeah, the market's
happens.
soft on
So
50. I mean, it's not at that level. Your cards, like, and I shoot, man, I sell everything I put up. You sell most everything you put up, but when you're starting to put zeros on things, that market has definitely gotten softer. Your $20
yeah,
card, you're rocking at like 12, your 50s are like 32, your hundreds are like at 68, so you're seeing like a 25-30% drop in the prices of the bigger item things. Things on the lower end, yeah, that's strong. I could sell dollar cards all day.
right.
So
Well, a good example, you bring that up, a 1993 Topps Jeter, the iconic where he's throwing and you got that used to sell like that for
yeah.
$20. And now when I get one, I'll struggle to get 10 or 11 for it.
Mm,
So the market has definitely dropped a little bit on some things, not on all, but on some. And if you really want to see a market drop, try to go look at some auction results on eBay. Oh my
yeah.
God.
I've been doing that.
I,
I've been
I
getting a
don't
lot of
think,
stuff on eBay, the Star Wars, I'm pretty much predominantly Star Wars guy.
yeah,
But I've been getting Josh Allen's for like a couple bucks. I've been getting some really cool Star Wars cards for like a couple bucks. And I'm having a good
right.
time on eBay right now because that's
Oh
yeah,
yeah, if you're a buyer, it's a great time to be
yeah.
on eBay. If you're
Mhm.
selling, there's no chance in hell I would auction anything on eBay right
No,
now.
none at all.
No,
Mhm. Well, you need sample
no.
that Jordan,
So
that Jordan I got. I floated that a couple times and freaking PSA 9 on that Jordan insert and nothing, So I'll keep it.
yeah,
I don't have anything into it. So
yeah,
I'll keep it. But I know that's a $300 card and you
right.
know, not a sniff, not an offer, not a nothing. So I said, all right, I'll keep it. No
Wow.
worries.
Right. Well, yeah, and you don't want to give it away either. So
No,
I mean, if
no,
if you're not hard up for cash, why
no.
not keep it for a little while?
An
So
example,
what do
not
you think
hard
about
up.
Ricky Henderson?
Uh, I got.
Do what now?
I was going to tell you the sextuplet stomp yesterday. My net Kincaid card.
Yeah, yeah. I was
You
gonna
know,
I was gonna ask you about that, and I also want to get your thoughts on Ricky Henderson, man. That was really sudden, wasn't it?
yeah, I didn't. Pneumonia. Sometimes that's a cover for something else. Like maybe he had some other
Yeah,
underlying conditions. You don't know. I know in the rock world back at the time, pneumonia was a cover up for all kinds of things. So I'm not saying he didn't have
right,
pneumonia, but there's probably an underlying condition or medical condition that he had of some type. And yeah, he was iconic.
right.
Yeah, throwback. I think the sport needs people like that. I mean, we become too sanitized and politically correct and watch what we say and watch what we do. There's really not a lot of personality in the game. And, Ricky was Ricky, but, all about Ricky, but he's also all about the team. And the guy would run through a
Yeah,
wall to win games. So he was definitely like one of the last of his kind, kind of a throwback to the Negro Leagues players, the promotion and the
yeah.
barnstorming. And obviously, he played in the minor leagues at like 48 years old in the independent league. And have ball, have glove, will travel. And that was Ricky, but he was a great player.
Yeah, he really was. I was sad to hear he passed. That kind of was a shock. And then let's hear about your sextuplet waffle stomp.
Oh yeah.
Let's
So again, those are on our
a
on our
true one of one.
page 101. Yeah, true 101. So, we have what we call the waffle stomp, and we've talked about it here on the show a few times where people, well, if Greg's got a card up for $5 and the guy puts like 450 question mark or $4 or come on, man, really? You're gonna let a card walk by that you really want for like $1 or 50 cents and when it's already reasonably priced. So we call that the waffle. So I like nothing more than do the waffle stomp. So the pinnacle is the quad. The quadruple waffle stomp is so you'll see a card, at $20 and the guy will have like 12, 14, 16, 8. I come in, claim it for 20. Quad. Right?
Boom.
So there's
The
four
quad
people
stomp.
waffled. I come in and claim it at 20, full price, have a good time. And I've done that a few times. I haven't even won the card. I've actually sold a few of those cards in my sales at like what I paid for it at a loss. But it was just the thrill of being able to step on people that were waffling and,
Heck yeah.
it's out on a card for $1. So there's a Dalton Kincaid auto patch card in the cell, and the guy wants $55. It's a little steep, but it's a really cool patch. It's the uniform sleeve, nice patch, good card, good signature. Kincaid doesn't have the best autograph, but it's the Bills. It's decent. And my daughter's boyfriend is a huge Kincaid fan, so I mean I have Kincaid auto sitting up on the wall. I'm like, well, I could give him this one, and I'm going to keep that one, and it's 55. And I'm like, yeah. So I showed her a picture of the card. So then it starts $36, $38, $40, $42. So the last one, this is like the sixth waffle, the sixth guy he put like $44 LOL, and he'd offered on a bunch of other cards in the cell because I bought some other cards in the cell. And I'm like, so he was like the big swinging dick in the cell, he's just swinging around snuffleupagus, and he's the man. I'm gonna be in here. I'm the whale in the cell. I'm the effing whale cell. I'm the man. I'm the greatest that ever lived, and then
Yeah.
he puts a note. Hey man, I've made a lot of offers here. I hope we can work something out where we take everything. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, do I want to buy this car for 55 freaking dollars? No. But this guy is LOLing. He talking shit. And I'm like, I got a chance to pull off a sextuplet, waffle stomp. Like 6 people
Yeah,
waffle.
that's the stuff of legends, man.
Bang, thank you, claim me. So and that was props to Mrs. Ford because I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, I got a chance to pull off the sextuplet here. You just do it. I'm like, but I don't want to be in the black. What something in, something out, whatever. Everything I got's paid for. We don't. If I get something, it's paid for by something myself. So this is a case outside that arena. I should just do it. So I did, and it was great. And
Well,
it was probably one of the highlights of my last 2 years. I reveled in it. I know with the holidays that our Facebook page isn't getting the traffic that it normally does, but I know that when people start coming around, they're going to see that and they're going to be like, "Oh my God, man, he did it! He pulled off the sextuplet waffle
yeah.
stomp." I mean, I don't know if I'll ever get that opportunity again.
It was a thing of beauty. I've never seen even an opportunity for that to present itself.
Yeah.
It was like the chupacabra of Bigfoot, man.
It
It was it
was
was
the
it was
Mothman.
great.
It was unreal, man. It was sitting there, and I was telling you, I'm like, this is just, I got the chance, man. I got to do this. I got to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't want to pay $55, but that guy putting LOL and then his other commentary is just like, no,
It was
not
it was
today.
a thing of beauty.
Yeah, and
It
you're
was a
gonna get
thing of
slapped.
beauty.
You're gonna get slapped. I'm gonna do this and create history. I don't know
Well,
if it'll ever happen again. I mean, that's what are the
look
odds?
at it this way. Look at it this way. You can gift one. So in your own mind, maybe
Right.
resolve it with yourself. It's a
Oh, I
gift,
did. I gave it
you
to her to
know?
give it away. Yeah, it's already packed away with her. So when I gave the one. Yeah, that's Merry Christmas, and now he's got a Kincaid
Right.
auto. I got a little nicer one, and it's all good. It all worked out. So the stars aligned, and that's what it takes. When you're climbing the Mount Olympus of the waffle stops, the stars need to align perfectly, and it just did. I mean, it just fell into place, and I couldn't believe that nobody had claimed it. And it was just like, holy cow, we got 6 waffles sitting here. Nobody just finally said claim, and they're all dicking around over
Right.
$1. So I'm like, claim 55.
Yeah. That's like Wilt's 100-point game, man.
Yeah,
That'll never
exactly.
happen again.
No, you
Yeah.
never do that again. Never. I doubt I'll ever do that again.
So you're heading up to Buffalo. What's going
Yeah,
on
going
up
to
there,
Buffalo
man?
this weekend. Probably watch the Jets. Lull us to sleep, and it'll be a horrible game like the Patriots game. And how do you know that Allen will play? I mean, they're still playing for second seed, so I imagine Josh will play. But they're reined back like the Patriots game. They just play basic, base everything on defense, on offense. So I mean, they're going to try to grind out a 24-21 game and get nobody hurt and move on to playing Mitch Trubisky up in New England on the finale. So
Well, we've got it currently a 12% chance of making the playoffs as it sits right now. So we need to beat Cleveland, and then I need the Broncos and the Chargers to start losing like
one of
now.
those teams that are sitting there, I've been saying it for weeks. One of those teams that happens every year. One of those teams is going to get in. One of those teams that's sitting there now at 7-8. But when they were 5-8, 6-8, every year one of those teams gets in, and one of the teams that's sitting there at 8-6, 9-5, they fall out. So one of those are going to get in. I guess Cincinnati is the lowest of the group. So I still think I've been
Yeah,
telling you for weeks, hey, Miami's got a shot. I really do. I think that if everything goes their way this weekend, the pressure, especially on the Chargers are notorious chokers. They do it every year.
right.
It's in their DNA. So if Miami
Well,
beats
at this point in
down,
the season, though, man, I don't even know that I want us to get there because we're just going to get shit stomped the first game. So it's
I
just
don't
like,
know. I mean, I'd rather go and get shit stomped. I'm gonna say a Bills fan. We've been getting
yeah,
shit stomped my whole life. I mean, people talk about
that's
the
true.
Super Bowls. And I've been asked, would you trade those 4 Super Bowls for just one win? No, because it was
Right.
an unbelievable magic ride that has never happened before. It'll never happen again, probably. And, yeah, I wish we could have won one, but oh my God, man, that was just unbelievable magic times. So, I think sometimes we put too much emphasis on the ultimate winning. And
Yeah.
I've learned, like being the teacher where I teach, that even in defeat, you learn lessons. And sometimes the victories, you, success is built on defeat. So
Right.
obviously we want the ultimate success and we all want to win, but I would like to see you guys get there because it's a sign of perseverance. You guys got rode off, Tua got hurt. I'm not I mean, Miami's our rival, but I respect Tua. How could you not? I respect.
Well, and I vacillate back and forth with how I feel about Buffalo, but right now, to be honest with you, anybody but Kansas City. So
Oh, I know.
if it comes down to you guys and the Chiefs again in the championship, man, I am all about Buffalo. Let's go. And I picked you guys. So,
I'm not
you
worried about Kansas City, though. It's something
know,
else, like Denver or something stupid that always happens to Buffalo. Like some
yeah,
ridiculous, like Hail Mary home run throwback, twist of fate, freaking 14 men on the field type of thing. I'm not worried about
right.
Kansas City. I'm totally confident they blow their doors off. They'd rise up against the Ravens. Anybody you put in front of them, the team you got to worry about is like the last one in the door.
I think, all right. So, out of the teams in the playoffs right now in the AFC, who do you think's the biggest pretender?
The
I
biggest
I tell you
pretender?
who I think.
I don't think. Well, Kansas City's defense is damn good. So offensively, they're a pretender. The biggest pretender in the AFC, I think, is Houston. They're terrible, and their quarterback stinks. So CJ
Yeah,
Stroud is horrible right now, and I don't want to hear about he's missing people because that's the league. And he's still got a number one in Nico Collins. He's got Joe Mixon. They got a good defense. They got a good tight end. I
right.
don't hear it. I had a guy defending him yesterday. Well, he's just not playing good. You use your damn eyeballs. He's just not playing
Well,
well.
they lost 31-2 yesterday.
Houston is
That's just no
doing,
good.
and the Bills losing to them looks worse every freaking day because
We lost to them too, man. Their defense, when their defense is on, it's no joke. But yeah,
I
I
think
don't think.
they're a pretender.
Yeah,
Definitely,
me too.
definitely
It should be
pretender.
interesting. So, all right. So, say we'll end the show on this.
All
Make a
right,
prediction for the Super Bowl now.
Super Bowl now. Um, I'm Buffalo, Minnesota.
Buffalo, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to go Buffalo and Detroit.
Yeah.
Um,
I know I had
could
Detroit at the
easily say
beginning of the
Philadelphia.
year, but I don't think they're going to do it.
Yeah, I'm still going to stick with Buffalo and Detroit, although Philadelphia and Minnesota, either one of those could really get in.
Sure.
Philadelphia looks good, so
Well,
we'll
I have
see.
to
But
believe this is the Bills year 7 with Josh Allen. If you don't make it this, when are you going to make it? And I know this is a rebuilding year. Next year they're supposed to be really good because they have all the money in the
yeah,
cap. But this is the year. I mean, if it don't happen this year, then it's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. I mean, because Josh is playing near perfect, and they have the running game. And I know the defense
yeah,
stinks, but whatever. Who cares? They should be able to score 40, 50
right,
points if they have to. So,
right. Well, have a good trip to Buffalo, man. This has been
definitely.
fun. This
Yeah,
has
let's
been a
shoot you
good
some
time.
pictures for sure.
Okay, cool. And
All
yeah,
right.
just
Well,
everybody. Yeah, go ahead.
definitely. As I say, hey, it's good to be back. We're gonna do this more regular.
Yeah,
Things get in the way sometimes, life, but it's not because we didn't want to do it. But we're happy to be back here. And once we get around the new year, we'll try to keep these shows rolling out. And I want to thank everybody for
yeah, we'll
joining
ramp them
us.
up.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good one, everybody.